the day as we just see the first game in the morning, our 8 a.m. game kickoff between Team 2, which is in orange, in the Orange Pennies, and Team 1 in blue. If you watched yesterday, you're familiar with that these teams will sub on the fly, or when there's breaks in play, not on the fly. This isn't basketball, but sorry, this is not hockey. Basketball, you can't sub on the fly either. But you can't. But they will sub regularly to get players worked into the game. As well, the keepers will change with every half. Excuse me, I've got a bit of the morning sillies. They're trying to get some words out, but we'll get there. So we see first chance of the game there. Catherine Eibach hitting one off the side of her foot and going into touch for the orange team. Yesterday, we watched these two teams in action here in Mill Woods in South Edmonton, and look out for number 5 in the orange penny there, and that would be Jyla McHale Arandio, who really dazzled with some of her foot skills in that first game. I'll introduce you to the keepers. We see Addison Chen retrieving the ball right now for the blue side. She'll be playing the first half. And Carly Uchas will play in goal for the orange side. As I said, the keepers will change every half as we try to work keepers through these showcase games. Ball that looked like Camden Isett knocked that ball back into touch off the goal kick by Chen, and Chen will try this again. Ball played in. That looked like Aja Turner. The ball's blocked down by Natalie Gray. Now coming over is Abigail Dean, trying to break up the play, but the shot floats in. Chen comfortably saves. The blue side is hemmed in right now, struggling to get this ball out, and once again, this orange team has not allowed them to get over half. Okay, that's played in by Eibach. Now can the blue team get out? No. That looked to be Carly Jones that broke up that attack. Now Carly Jones plays it back to Uchas in net, and this will be her first touch of the game. She plays it back to Jones. Ball tries to get up to the wing to Georgia Hurley on the wing. That doesn't work. Then she tries to find Turner, and that doesn't work. That was broken up there by Jamie Spurrell. Throw in coming in here. Bryce Hanasich looks like she has the ball in her, about to get the ball in her hands to restart play. Ball came in for Camby Peterson, but Aja Turner now has it. And that's played back by the center back, Anna Amelia McDonald. And there's that player, Arandio, that we talked about in the start. And you can see that footwork. She darts in, has a shot, and it just goes wide. And there's the threat from Arandio. Able to use both feet, shuffles the ball back and forth. Dashes by the defender and just pokes that wide of the far post. But that's the threat that she possesses. And see the way that she changes speeds as well. Goes from sprint to jog to sprint. Trying to keep the defenders guessing where she's going to go and how fast she's going to come at them. And that's Jones. That looked like a handball there. Yes, it was. It was detected. And that's Gemma Vendall who's got called for that. And it will be Jones to fire this one in. Looks like she's going to aim for the top of the penalty area. A line of players awaiting this one. Ball comes out to Arandio, and that's played out by Abigail Dean. Dean trying to get her team to break out. She was looking for Nicole Brzezinha there, but it's back to Arandio, who plays that into Aja Turner. Tries to play that out wide, and that is shuffled in to touch by Gray. This looks like Heidi Fontaine on the far side who's going to throw this one in. And that's Spurrell's first one too. And that's going to bound over Fontaine's head. We're here on an artificial surface here. So the bounces can be pretty unforgiving on this turf here at in Mill Woods, located in the south side of Edmonton. This is the second day of our FTF Canada showcase of games. The ball's thrown in, played up the far wing. Now it's Arandio with the ball at her feet. First touch almost comes off. Now the ball's played into the middle. And that's Bendall who gets the first touch. But this is Coleman. Oh, stumbles a bit over the ball, but she does well to get herself composed. Now beats two players and gets that out wide to Jones. Jones will just play this back to Uchaz, who will just have a boot, get this into a safer area. The backspin takes that ball back a little bit. Again, that turf will really exaggerate those bounces. If you put backspin on a ball, it'll come back. And that's Haley Ross playing that ball up the wing. She's trying to try to find Fontaine. Fontaine does well, gets the ball towards the middle. Now it's Coleman stumbles on the ball, allowing Brzezinha to take, and now it's Dean coming up the right side. Can't find an angle past Ross. Does well, taking away the angle. Was well shielded. Bit of a stumble there by Coleman. Stumbled over the ball, something that we all do, even at the top levels of the game. But it was well recovered by her teammates. They had all the angles covered. Didn't really allow Abigail Dean the ability to get anything across to threaten the keeper Uchas. And now it's played in, and that's going to go into touch. And this will be a blue throw. And team one with the throw. And that's Brzezinha who tries to manage the turn. Ross just punches that out. McDonald now coming up from the center back position to snuff that out, but Turner is able to turn this one around. Brzezinha now tries to turn. She does make the turn. Try to play that ball to the top of the box. Doesn't work. And there's the ball played forward. Eyes it. And that's Jamie Bialik with the ball, trying to throw that up the wing to Bendall. Will Bendall get there before it goes into touch? No, she can't quite get there. It was looked like a 50-50 race to get to that ball. Again, turf, it's the morning, it's cool. There's a possibility of rain today on the forecast in Edmonton, but if you're familiar with how the city's been in the last month, the forecast of rain is pretty well every day here. That was Fontaine that played that out. But now it's Bendall controlling well, looking to fire that in the middle, create some havoc, but it's well dealt with by the Team 2 defense. Now it's played up, and this is Turner. Jones plays it back up to Turner. Turner gets up the wing, finds Hurley, but Hurley's ruled to be offside there. Those football lines can really help the official. Not necessarily always the best for the spectators because there's a lot of lines on the field to deal with. Not just soccer and Canadian football lines, but I think there's some lacrosse lines on there too. Now ball's played across. Looks like Hanisic. That's well cut out by Jones. And that's Fontaine coming up from the fullback position to deal with that. Arandio able to take the ball over from McDonald, but McDonald wins it back. Here's a chance here. And that's going to find the back of the net. After that battle, McDonald, the ball between McDonald and Arandio had spilled out there to Mila Nakonechny. And Mila Nakonechny made no mistake. Low finish to the far corner to give her team a 1-0 lead here early in the morning here in Edmonton. Game 1 of the FTF Canada Showcase Series. Nakonechny pounces on the opportunity that was created after the battle between Arandio and McDonald. The ball spilled out. There's no one else there to clean it up, so Nakonechny took advantage of that opportunity, pounced on the loose ball, and didn't miss. Excellent finish. And now it's Hurley sprung through by Aja Turner, and Hurley rolls that toward the net. And that's just wide. Almost had an instant replay there of the first goal, and the blue team's reeling a little bit here. Giving up a goal and then another golden chance there. Turner rolled that ball up the middle. And the only person that was ever going to get to that was Georgia Hurley, her teammate. An excellent ball, and Hurley went for placement and rolled it just wide of the keeper, Addison Chen. Chen under siege right now at the moment, looking to relieve the pressure with this goal kick. Team 2 in orange leading 1-0 first half. And this is Hurley again. She's involved in a lot of the action today. And that was Hannah said she just pushed that away into touch. This will be a corner kick. And it looks like it will be Hurley to take. Comes in low, hits Hanisic. Oh, it looks like it hits like Gemma Bendall. Gemma Bendall with the block of that corner. And then we'll just do it again. Hurley goes to retrieve the ball. Play this in again. Now she's going to have options short. It's Isaac who will play it back. Well handled there by Hurley. Bit of an awkward ball that came back to her. Isaac plays it in. And Hanisic gets enough of it. Now it's Spurrell battling. And I believe that's going to be another corner. Do we have a different taker? Yes, it's Isaac now who's going to line up. Hurley took the last couple. No, it looks like it's... This time I think it's going to be Turner who's going to take the corner. She fires it in with some pace. And creates a bit of a scramble in the area. Turner though wins it back. Jones smartly plays it. Gets it to Turner. Turner's surrounded by 3 blue players. Not really a way out for her there. And it was Jamie Bialik who plays that, spreads that wide. And that's played in blue. The blue team finally with the first real pressure that they've put the other way, creating a corner kick opportunity. The race up the right. This looks like Bianca Paddock. Hard to miss. I mentioned this yesterday when you wear number 1 as an outfield player. And Paddock will fire this in. Keeper Uchaz doesn't catch the first time, is able to corral the bouncing ball. Looked like she was looking to move her team up quickly, then takes a second, letting things get organized. Ball bounces into no man's land or around the center circle. Ball's played in wide to Hurley. Spurrell gives chase, and Spurrell knocks that into touch. Now we see some changes being made by both teams. Like I said, you'll see substitutions made throughout the day by all the teams involved, looking to get players minutes on the pitch. And the goalkeepers will switch. And that's Jones hitting that for the far post. Looking for... And that's played out, but that's dangerous ball. There's a chance there. And I think that was Lauren Astley, who was able to pounce on a loose ball top of the box, try to take that around the defender, but couldn't get her shot toward goal. Ball was kind of going away from her, so she was going to hit that shot. It was going to go high. Couldn't get her shoulders over the ball. Just in the position she had to get the shot off quickly. So Chen again can pause. The outside of one corner kick. This blue team has been hemmed in to their side of half. Now ball played across. Defended. And here's Arandio. Able to poke that ball through to Turner. Turner's going to have a go, but Chen's well positioned there, welcoming that ball into her hands. Spurrell blocked off by, there's Hurley. Ball just thrown up, hopefully up the wing. This will allow Jones a chance to throw this in. Looking for Turner. Turner's able to turn. Ball cut out before it gets to Arandio. Now it's Fontaine. The ball's played to the middle, and it's just kicked into safety by Spurrell. Yeah. Team 2 just been putting all sorts of pressure. And this looks like Nakonechny, the goal scorer, who's going to knock this one in. That's Kiera Thomas on the ball. Now it's Nakonechny again. She can't get to that ball. Now the blue side finally on a break. We'll see what they can do. They've got 4 coming forward, now 5 coming forward. Great ball through, but Uchas gets there. Roll just gets away from Jamie Bialik. Just doesn't slow down this turf. It's a decent first touch. I think you're going to be first too, but Uchas does well to come off the line and not even allow the shot to be taken. And now it's Jones on the overlap run. Blocked down by Spurrell. Spurrell looking for somewhere to go. Does well there to beat Jones once, but Hurley's there in to help. Bialik will turn this. Going to the middle. There's space there. And that was Peterson playing the ball into space. And now it's White. Ella White. Can't find that. And again, that goes wide. And that's played short by Uchas in goal. Now it's Thomas. Can't quite find that ball. And this Bialik. Ball, and there's a ball played into the left to Bendall. Bendall, ball's blocked down. Looking for help, but doesn't come. Spurrell able to seal it off and keep the pressure going for the blue side, coming up from the defensive position. Spurrell now slides that in to Bendall. But now it's broken up by Astley, and Astley tries to send Turner. McDonald plays that to Panchuk. Let's be out. And Uchas now with the ball at her feet. plays that wide to Jones. Jones has had a lot of the ball in this half. It feels like a lot of the attack has been on this near side, but going both ways. Underneath the commentator's booth, not a lot of action on the other side of the field. Seems a lot of the attacking and the thrust from both teams are coming up this side. Jones to Thomas. Thomas in her own area. Gets out of jail. Jones to Astley. Astley launches that up the wing, and it's a good ball. Gets by Spurrell, and now Turner's off. Turner in a foot race with Spurrell. But Turner's going to win this foot race. Turner with the shot, and Addison Chen with the save. Rebound comes in from Astley, and that's cleared away. A great ball from Jones, though, found Turner. Set her off for a great chance, and Chen, though, came off the line, took away the angle, made the save. Patrick with the throw. Going deep, looking for Brzezinha. And that was broken up by Ella Damberger. That's Thomas. Losing out to Brzezinha. Bialik. This is better from the blue side. This is their best passage so far. White with the ball. And now it's Bialik. Going to come to Bialik, who's going to push that back. And that's going to come outside to Panchuk. Looking for Brzezinha in the middle. Chance for Orange to settle down the pressure, but they can't do it. And the shot opens up, but it's right into Uchas's arms. But the best passage is that was Peterson with the shot on goal, taking it from about 25 yards out. Ball spilled out to her, but in the end it came right to Uchas, who thankfully picked that up, gobbled it up. Oh, I think there's a lot of players who expected that ball to go to touch, and Isaac didn't give it up. And that ball then found Turner. Shows you got to play the whistle, folks. There's a lot of players slowed down there, except for Isaac on the wing for the Orange side, who recognized that ball wasn't going to go out into touch. Reminiscent of a certain goal a certain Alphonso Davies scored against Canada. Scored for Canada against Panama. A group of Panamanian players thought a ball was going to go into touch, and Alphonso Davies had other ideas and decided to go on a dash up the field to score one of the most spectacular goals that Canadian players ever scored. There's Arandio with the ball. And that's just hammered down the field as the blue side relieves the pressure. Uchas has plenty of time to decide what she wants to do with this. She wants to play it longer off to the side. She decides to go up the side. That's Fontaine. Chance is blocked down, but she's going to get a throw. Fontaine with a throw, and it's off of Turner's hip. And then that's picked up by Chen. Chen plays the ball in, looking for Bendel. It's cut off by Astley. And this is Hurley. This is Damberger looking to switch play. She moves it back to the fellow center back, Ross, to Damberger. She plays a probing ball down the field looking for Turner. Spurrell's got that one snuffed out. And that's Panchuk, who plays it long. Damberger corrals. But Brzezinha puts on enough pressure. But Jones is there to break that up. Jones now going the other way, looking again for Turner. Turner's making herself busy down this wing, pulling off and trying to play balls long to her. But this time it's Bendal who's freed up. Going down the left side. Now she cuts in. Looks like she's going to have a shot. Maya Craig was lurking there in the front, but Bendel decided to shoot. Now we have another attempt on goal from distance. Some catching practice there for Uchas and net as Bialik tried her luck from about 30 yards out. And that's the thing right now. The chances for the blue side are starting to come, but they're all coming from distance. They're all coming from outside the penalty area. Peterson plays that into Craig. Thomas breaks that up. Now Fontaine, coming off the wing, pushes that up the side. Turner pokes that free, looking for Isaac, but the ball then bounces nicely for Turner, who then she's off to the races. Turner looking to show that foot speed. It's but the back line, the blue back line just recovers just in time. And now it's Peterson. Blocks that off. Damberger, Virginia on the chase. Damberger does enough just to get that back to Uchaz. Uchaz will play that out. And it looks like we have the halftime whistle. So it's 1-0 to the orange side. A goal by Nakonechny. Placed into the far corner. And it's 1-0. This will be a very quick change. If you weren't watching yesterday or haven't watched FTF Canada Showcase games, halftime is basically you switch sides and switch keepers. It's not there's not a lot of time other than to grab a quick drink, have a quick chat. There is no break, no time to get a hot dog. Not that you want to get a hot dog this time of morning. Maybe. You can get a hot dog anytime. Maybe I should talk about something that's like more soccer food. Like pies. The team's having a quick chat, already getting back out to the pitch and switching sides. Just to let you know, the keepers will change. And the scheduled keepers for the second half. We should have Sierra Lux now playing for the blue side. Sorry. Sierra Lux is playing for the blue side. And Natalia Jurisic is going to go in and play for the orange side. And there you see Jurisic walking to her post. And Lux will play for the blue. Blue side taking a few extra seconds to come out. The orange side's ready to go. I mean, they must feel good about their game. They must think we just got to keep doing what we're doing. For Team 1, this blue team needs to do more. When they get to that final third, they have to do more than just create shots from well outside the penalty area. They're going to have to do something to get inside to create shots that are going to be more troublesome for the keeper. Dean with the kickoff to Peterson. Plays that near side. Peterson, White, pushes that back to Spurrell. Spurrell looking for Hanisic, and that didn't come off. The ball comes to McDonald's feet. She just plays that out wide for Hanisic. Back to McDonald, and now she'll try to play that longer. But that's cut off by Thomas. But it is a blue throw. Falls to Peterson. That's knocked into touch. Hanisic with another throw in. That's well shielded off. Back to Damberger, who's going to go all the way back to her keeper. Jurisic's first touch of the game. She's just coming to the game in the second half. And that ball was played out wide by Katie Coleman. And now there's a run. But that's Spurrell who's got that cut off. Oh, but it's cut down by Isaac. But Sierra Lux gathers the ball and has time. And she elects to go long, challenging Damberger, but Damberger gets first touch. Now Coleman here to clean it up, and Coleman will play the safe route and go back to her keeper, Jurisic. Jurisic now knocks it down the field, finding Hurley. But Peterson wins the ball. Now it's White in midfield. White has time to turn, and she does. A ball played back. And it's Spurrell running down the wing, challenged by Astley. And into touch it goes. Hanisic goes to retrieve, and she'll be taking that throw in. She's had a bit of throw-in practice so far in this early in the second half. It feels like this is the fourth or fifth already for Hanisic, as the play is broken up a lot right now. And another ball into touch, and what do you know? Hanisic with another throw. There, she finds Paddock. Plays that into the middle. A little bit of indecision from the blue side of who was going to go for that ball, and almost was disastrous, but McDonald recovers just in time. And now to Peterson. Stepped up there by Thomas to break up the play. Astley plays that back. Oh, ball takes a bobble. And now creates a chance. Looks like Maya Craig the other way. Panchuk brings that in. Panchuk switched sides. Arandio. Good ball going forward. Looking for Hurley. That's broken up by McDonald. She's had a lot of work to do today. McDonald's touched the ball a lot. Craig on the wing. Did that ball not go out? No one's detected that. It looked like it went out to me, but Craig gets that ball in. As the sun shines here. Hey, it's the first time in either day that we've had this kind of bright sunshine beating down on the field. That'll warm things up quite a bit on the turf, on this field turf. Doesn't take much. Again, there's rain in the forecast today. Let's hope it holds off. And that's back to McDonald. Played that into White, and now Peterson will look to spread it down the far wing. That doesn't come off with Isaac getting in the way. Once again, the blue side turns. And this is Bendall. That ball goes in wide. Coleman handles that. Just knocks that into touch. Really a second half where both teams are just canceling each other out, and this might suit the orange side. From a KG perspective, just fine. They're the ones that are up 1-0. Again, a goal by Nakonechny in the first half is the difference between these two teams. There's Dean trying to cross the ball in. Hurley shielding Dean from the ball. And now she gets it back. She'll take a run up the wing, and now she tries to play that toward the middle channel. Doesn't come off Panchuk. Can't get past Hurley, but she'll get the throw. Throw in there for Dean. Arandio surrounded there. Arandio checks her studs, checks her feet there. You saw her after she got tackled there, making sure everything's all right. Throw in by Panchuk. Cleared away. White tries to cut that off. Second attempt, ball's played up. Astley turns it. She's looking for Isaac. Isaac in a foot race, but Lux comes off her line, just hammers that down the field. And now it's played back. Jones plays that back to her keeper, who's Jurisic. Jurisic to Coleman. To Jones. Jones looking for Astley. That ball's cut out. Peterson. The ball falls to Jones again. Is she going to turn and go back to her keeper? Yes, she will. Jurisic being challenged a bit by Dean. Gets that to Jones. back to Jurisic. A bit of passing practice here. And now she'll go wide the other way to Danberger. Danberger now cuts back toward the middle in front of her own goal. And now hammers it down. Astley tries to turn the ball, and she does. Gets set to Izet. Izet just toe pokes that into a dangerous area. But Lux comes off her line and receives. Lux now punts it down the field. Coleman with her head to it. Thomas loses out. Now ball's played to the middle. And that's White. Poking that to the outside to Craig. Craig was a little bit turned around, but she's still going to be the first one to get there. Craig. Oh, the ball's deflected, and that's going to go in. That's going to be an own goal that comes off of Coleman's thigh there. Coleman looking to block the cross by Craig, and an unfortunate bounce for Katie Coleman as it bounces off her thigh and goes in for an own goal. And we're tied at 1. A goal that sort of came out of nothing for the blue side. And really the keeper, Jurisic, can only watch helplessly as that ball deflected off the defender in front of her and flew into the top part of the net. Well, I shouldn't say flown in. It wafted in. But it's a lesson there why playing good balls in the penalty area, it's often good results, even if it isn't the perfect pass. Hammering a ball to the area can work. There's Arandio. She's ruled to be onside. Now trying to free Hurley. That doesn't come off. Now we're tied at 1. Fortune smiled Team 1's way, allowing them to get this equalizer. Craig pushes that in. Craig, whose cross created the own goal. On the chase now with Danberger. Danberger looking to spread that wide. Now she loses the ball to Dean. Dean pushes that ball in. Jurisic still gathers. I think Dean was caught in two minds there, whether to pass or shoot. And ended up sort of being a hybrid of both. And Jurisic comes out and makes the save. Now Thomas plays that back to Coleman. Coleman gets that back to her keeper. And that's the thing that Coleman looks like she's doing. She's putting that out of her mind. That accident that happened to allow the goal. You got to move on as a player. You got to put that stuff away, not dwell on it. Panchuk plays that back. Spurrell has got time, but now being pressured by Astley. Just as I said, she had time. Now Astley's coming hard at Lux. Trying to force a mistake. The orange team looking to add a little bit of pressure. Now Randio with speed. Going forth at the defense. Now slowing it down. Trying to get a ball through. First attempt is blocked. It's the wall of blue defenders in front of her. She plays it to Thomas. Thomas now tries to push that wide to Hurley. Hurley's got to come back for the ball. Plays that out to Fontaine on the near wing. And that hits Craig for a throw. And we're at the FTF Canada Showcase here in Edmonton. Day 2 has just begun. Day 2 of 2. But we'll have 8 more games, boys and girls, coming up after this one. So this just scratches the surface for the soccer action today here at Mill Woods. Orandio ball's played out wide there by Eibach. Now Izet. Long way to go to retrieve that ball. It gives the players a bit of a rest. Get back into action. In day 2. Well, it's all blending into one. It better not be day 1. I do remember calling 9 games yesterday. Day 2 of the FTF Canada Showcase. And there's Dean playing a ball out to the wing. Creates a foot race, and it looks like Damberger with the win. Damberger tried to get that inside to Turner. Didn't come off. That looked like Gray breaking that up. Randio pushed off the ball there by White. Turner to Randio. Now it finds its way out back to Damberger. Play that into the pocket to Turner. Plays that out to Coleman. Coleman pressed by Brzezinha. But Jurisic gathers. Maybe a little bit too casual by the orange side that time. It's Ross tries to get that out of danger. And now they're forced into another mistake to allow a blue throw. Patrick with the throw. Tosses it down, trying to get it down the line. Ross doesn't have time to let that bounce into the touch, so she has to play it. And now it gives Padchek the time to cross, but there's no one there. Jurisic can track that down. She had plenty of time to track that down, gather it up, slow it down. Play it out to the wing towards Isaac. Isaac tries to turn. She does turn. Gets to Astley. Astley has time. Back to Coleman. Coleman to Ibach. Ibach's pass is broken up. And now it's Craig. This time it's Ross. Not going to let her by. Good start here. It's the throw. That goes into touch again. Let's say we have a good start here at this series of games. Close competitive match to start us off today. See people in the background going for their morning commute. Randio playing that wide. Astley getting that into a good spot. Isa had a great run that wasn't well tracked by the defenders. But Lux comes out and takes that. Isa, though, came down the wing, and blue defenders were compact, but no one came out and tracked her run. But in the end, no harm, no foul. Panchuk plays that back to the keeper, Lux. Lux plays it short now to Spurrell. Spurrell tried to fight Hanasic, but didn't come off. Both of these teams played 2 of these games yesterday. That's the 3rd game each in this series. A lot of soccer in 2 days for these players. Gray gets it out wide to Panchuk. Panchuk finds Craig. Craig with the run. She cuts inside. You get able to cut inside the defender, Ross. And Craig rolls it to the middle. It's smartly done to Dean. Dean's first shot is blocked down. Dean's going to have another try. Pokes it through the defender's legs, but Jurisic isn't fooled. She's over smartly to cover that angle. Now she kicks it out towards Arandio. Bounds over Arandio's head, but finds Turner. Turner to Damberger. Back to Arandio. Arandio, players begging her to get it to the other side. She tries to switch play, but it's cut off by Hanasic. Now to Spurrell, who'll play it back to Hanisic. Isaac giving chase. That's into Paddock, I should say. Put an extra syllable in her name. That's Craig. Ball goes into touch. Panchuk throws it in, and that's White. White turns it, looking for Craig. That was a ball through from Bialik, looking for Brzezinha, and that almost came off, but not. But now it's back to Spurrell. Back to Lux, the keeper. Back to Spurrell. Turn by Paddock. The ball up the wing, looking for Brzezinha again. Just bouncing around from that middle channel to the wing. Fontaine with the throw. And it's a long throw, but well challenged there. Arandio settles that down smartly, but 2 players on her. She doesn't have the kind of space that she found yesterday. They've snuffed out that you have to take away her time and space, but multiple players overload her. As White is the one now down the wing. Gets the ball into a good spot, but Jurisic in net just beats Brzezinha to the ball. Safe hands. And now Fontaine will start again. She's got a lot of room up the wing. Is she going to take that? She's going to keep taking it. She's going to keep taking it. Gets the ball into Astley. Astley. Arandio's called offside. She was trying to hang on to that back line. Even turned and spun to see where she was there, but referee said, despite your best efforts, you're behind that back line. Now the ball played into Craig. Ross gives chase. Ross tries to jock Euro. Ball bounces into touch for a corner. Could Jurisic have come out and got that before it went out for a corner, or did she get confused with the lines? I know it's sometimes the lines, and I've seen this happen in games, even in professional games of FC Edmonton when they used to play with the football lines, that sometimes keepers get confused and they see the lines, and there's just so many lines out there that they actually lose the penalty area. Saw that years ago with a FC Edmonton game where a keeper from Atlanta there was a ball played for the forward, and he came and he thought he collected the ball before it got to the forward, but then got red carded for denying a clear goal scoring opportunity because he didn't recognize that he actually was outside the penalty area by a yard, and he pounced on the ball outside the area to take away what would have been a breakaway chance. And, of course, referring back to the days when Edmonton played in the old North American Soccer League, which is no longer with us. FC Edmonton now part of the Canadian Premier League. And they don't have football lines in their pitch anymore. Fontaine up to Isaac. Looks like Thomas trying to get the ball into the middle. And there's a ball. That's going to spring Arandio loose. Well picked out. Is Arandio going to go for goal? Yes, she is. She's going to try to go short side, but Lux gets her hands to it and pounds that down. Arandio picked herself up, had a look, and decided to go near post with the shot. But Lux had that side covered. A little bit of trickery employed there, looking to go near post rather than across the keeper. Patrick with the throw. There's the turn. Paddock tries to slow down, then tries to play the ball through. Looking for Dean. Is she going to get there? No, she will not. Jurisic welcomes the ball into her arms. Randio now with a diagonal ball. Looking to find Isaac. Isaac on giving chase. Is she going to get there? Is she going to get there? Ball just doesn't slow down for her. I mentioned that we had a bit of sunshine earlier. You were tuning in right from the start. You saw proof of it. It's gone away. The sun did break through these clouds, which have kind of hung over Edmonton for the last 2 months. It gave us an idea of what sunshine is like. You know you're in Canada when the commentator's already griping about the weather and we're only in the first game of the day. Jurisic gathers. Lost time. Plays it into Randio. And now it's Turner on the chase. Turner, Gray, trying to shield her away from the goal. But Turner's able to shift the ball, cross it in. No one there near post to get it. So Lux gathers. Lux tosses over the pressure. Looking for Bialik. But Turner now gets the ball. Tries to spread it out to Isaac. It does come out to Isaac off the bounce. Isaac to Fontaine coming up from the fullback spot. Offer support. She rolls it in to the top of the area. Bialik cuts that out. It's Hanisic playing that out. Fontaine gets that ball in. Randio just short in the run there with Lux getting there first, winning that race. Randio's looking that she has more of a threat here in the second half. Damberger able to corral that down. Eibach plays that. Looking for Turner. That's a little bit ambitious. Gray will just shepherd that. Will she let that go into touch? Yes, she will. And now Gray will let Lux restart play. Hammered in by Lux. Panchuk. Dean. Dean heads that down. Oh, that's blocked down. White will pick up that loose ball. Spread that out to Panchuk. Looks to try to get that down the wing, and she does to Craig, but Ross is there. Haley Ross. Now it's Coleman. Ball played out from Jurisic. Fontaine's got lots of room. The blue side's backing off, willing to give those fullbacks space, looking to defend deep. Astley cuts around the defender. Astley gets it to the middle. And that's just chipped out. It was Gray there who chipped that out. Thomas finds Mirandio, middle of the area. Her shot hits Spurrell in the head, and that'll go for a corner. They're trying to set Mirandio up. Sometimes a team can get guilty of looking too much for one player. Try to set up one player looking too much for one option, not take it themselves. Good corner taken in, but Spurrell's first two. Paddock, nice turn. Able Turner, and she's got that, plays that ball deep for Dean. Dean, but Fontaine on chase gets to put their foot there first to Jurisic, who's able to pass that out back to Fontaine. And that will be the last action of the game. That corner was the last real threat, and it's going to finish 1-1. Goal here from in the first half from the orange side from Nakonechny, and then an own goal in the second half to tie things up. And our first game of the showcase finishes 1-1. We'll be back in a few minutes here from Edmonton. My name is Steven Sandor. You're watching the FTF Canada Showcase of Games. We'll be right back to see this blue team, Team 1, right back in action against Team 3 at the top of the hour. See you in a couple of minutes. Hello, we'll be back for our second game of the day. Second of 9, or second of 3 girls' games that start the morning. And we have a Team 3 in orange versus Team... We have Team 3 in orange against Team 1. The blue team that you just watched draw Team 2 by a 1-1 score is now playing Team 3. So they're right back at it. And we'll see. This will be their fourth game in 2 days, and back-to-back for this blue side. We'll see where their legs are at. And for this orange team who's kicking off, you'll see what's in store for them. See the ball played up the wing there. And that's Isha Mudaliar. She was a very solid presence yesterday, distributing the ball over the middle of the park. See, Panchuk's got the ball for the blue side. She plays that out, blocked out. Introduce our keepers. Again, the rotating keepers are coming in. Jurisic, who finished the game in the first game, is back out there. Natalia Jurisic is playing for the blue side. And, of course, always causes confusion when this Team 3 plays, because the orange side that you'll be watching here has a Jurisic on their team as well. That's Tamara Jurisic, number 25. So we had some instances yesterday with Jurisic facing Jurisic. The ball's played back to Jurisic, as I just mentioned. She's in net. And Carly Uchas is back in goal, and she's playing for the orange side. There's McDonald from the back, playing it up, looking for Paddock. And there's Jurisic playing the ball into the middle of the park. She finds Marky Portis. With the ball sprayed wide, Virginia will cut off by the orange defenders. This is Mudaliar. Mudaliar and Jurisic worked really well together in the center of the park yesterday. And we see that again, combining there with Jurisic now with the ball, looking to free the attacker. And here's our first shot. Forces Jurisic into a save. That was a shot from Abigail Ibarra. Barry, the recipient of a pass from Jurisic. That's Portis. Playing that wide. Out to Isabella Narciso. Back to Portis. Virginia nudges that into touch. Once again, we'll see how this Team 1 fares. They haven't stopped. This is basically non-stop soccer for them. Second game in a row. The orange team, this Team 3, has just arrived on the scene. Will the fresh legs win out? McDonald sprays that wide. Looks like Bendel on the far side, getting that back. And that's cut out by Kennedy Gray. And she was a real standout yesterday. Center back. Just a towering presence in the back. Number 4 on the orange side. It's one to watch for sure. That's Natalie Gray from 55 on the blue side. So there's 2 Jurisics, 2 Grays. You know, just another day in the commentator's box. Portis pushes that wide. Jurisic goes all the way back behind the football end zone to get that ball. 0-0 here in the first half. Game 2 of the FTF Canada Series. My name is Steven Sandor. I'm here to commentate on the day of games. Bialik plays that to the middle to McDonald. McDonald gets that wide. Looks like Panchuk's got the ball there. Looking for Bendal. Doesn't come off. Looks like cut off there by Kiara Inglis. Ball's thrown in deep, looking for Bendel on the run. It's like Horsley, Nora Horsley, who's nudging that ball behind, and Uchas throws that out wide. And that's Layla Filipchuk. That's Kennedy Gray, who I mentioned earlier. Plays that back to Filipchuk. Filipchuk tries to find Ibarra, but Gray is there. And now it's Bryce Hanisic. Now that's sprayed wide. And that's Inglis on the wing who tries to play that in. He's cut off. And that's Bendel going the other way. But Inglis tracks back and gets there. Horsley to Inglis. Back to Horsley. Horsley now goes to Gray. Don't give Gray too much space. She's likely to take it. Just as I said it, she does it there. She finds Jurisic. Jurisic sprays that, looking for Narciso. Narciso gets there. Can you win this battle down the line? Gets to the top to Portis. Portis' ability shoots cut off. Medalliar loses out there to Paddock, but she gets the ball back. Medalliar now tries to push that into Portis. And that's cut off. Sniffed out by the midfield. Medalliar chasing. That was Bialik getting that to McDonald. Jurisic to Gray. McDonald. That's left a bit short. That's going to create an opportunity. Ball pushed to the middle. Looking for Jurisic. Blue side cuts that out. Horsley running up from a center back spot to try to play Portis in. Portis wins it back. Does she have time to shoot? No, she doesn't. Can she turn? She's looking to turn now and get help. But she does get help from Ibarra. Does get that ball to Medalliar. Now Filipchuk. Back to Portis, but Portis is ruled to be offside. And this allows Blue to catch their breath. Team want to catch their breath and get this ball back in play. So this will be a pretty deliberate free kick. Nothing being taken fast here, but they do play it short. Hanisic's pass is picked off. Now Filipchuk. Medalliar. She cuts inside. To Portis. Portis to Narciso. And that rolls out. And the ref gives a corner. Narciso will just stay there to take this. We see Kennedy Gray, that big body coming up top from the center back position, joining the attack. As the ball's floated in. Shallow, but it comes out to Filipchuk. Filipchuk turns to the middle. She got kind of the ball stuck under her foot as she tried to shoot. And Jurisic gathers pretty easily. It's that wide, looking out for Bendel. Bendel and Inglis facing off, and Bendel can't control on this bouncy turf. Inglis to throw in. Inglis finds Medalliar. Medalliar out to Filipchuk. Filipchuk on the chase. Can she get there? She can, but first touch betrays her, and the ball goes out. Hanisic. Throws that up. Virginia pushes that back. Finds Peterson. Gray will push that around to McDonald. She falls down. Gives a chance to Ibarra. Jurisic and Ibarra collide. Not sure if that would have been constituted a back pass or not, just because McDonald fell over the ball. But in the end, no harm, no foul for the blue side as they get away with that one. Jurisic getting that wide again. Jurisic into Medalliar. Jurisic looks for Medalliar again. It was broken up, but the ball does fall kindly to Portis. So Narciso plays that back to Medalliar. Medalliar's got options. She turns, finds Jurisic. Jurisic turns again. Tries to spread that wide, but that's cut out. Patrick does well, just gets that down the field. Looking for Dean. Dean, the sole runner. Trying to challenge that down. And that's Horsley. Finding Medalliar, who's gone to a recess position there in the midfield to go back and retrieve the ball. Ibarra with a quick touch. And that has sent the winger away. Plays the ball into the middle. And that's cleared out by Gray. But Philip Chuck there to clean it up. Now she's going to just try a shot. A sinking shot, but Jurisic corrals it. So far, the Team 1 has withstood the pressure put on by Team 3 in orange. This Team 3, as we'd expected, has had more of the ball, more of the attack, and there's the ball threaded through. It doesn't quite come off there for this orange side. There's Horsley. That's Maddie Chavez on the outside. She gets the ball back. Jurisic. She wins it. We saw Chavez score yesterday. She's posing winger. Inglis from the fullback position running up to take this throw. Chavez leaves it out. And there's poked by Portis, and Portis goes well wide. Cross comes in hard with pace. Portis got a toe to it. We couldn't steer it towards goal, and Philip Chuck Jurisic will gather. Knock this back into play. Jurisic. Now it's played out to Bandal. Now the ball's hammered long. Horsley gets ahead to it. Roll kindly to Uchaz. In goal. Finds Horsley again. Horsley knocks it to Jurisic. Medalliar back to Jurisic. Very clever, getting into space. And now she looks for Maddie Chavez, and Chavez is going to win this race. Chavez, is she going to cut in towards goal? What's she going to do? She's going to flip it towards goal. Now Portis with a chance to turn. She just can't turn around and get that ball towards the goal. And that was Daniela Elias on the wing, coming up to win that ball. So Elias was very effective yesterday, playing on both sides. But a free kick is given. And it's McDonald hammering that long. Ball coming off the head of her teammate. Jurisic gets that wide to Narciso. Narciso, she cut inside or cut outside? No, she's going to look for the channel outside. Looks for her teammate there, Adriana Primerano. Primerano tried the overlap run, but it didn't quite come off. Bryce Hanisic just become
the throw-in regular, it feels like, in these last couple of games. We've called her name a lot on throw-ins. McDonald playing that back to Jurisic. There's good pressure there by Maddie Chavez. You can hear her being praised by her coach all the way across in the commentator's box. And that coaching box is far away on the other side of the field. But really liking her work rate. As Coach Portis plays that back to Medalliar. Medalliar tries to open it up with the ball. It's played in for Narciso, but it's just a little too much too far. And Jurisic. She's done a lot of retrieving in this game. I don't know how many yards she's put in, having to go retrieve balls behind the goal here. She's getting her steps in. Medalliar plays that in. Narciso gets to the top of the air for Jurisic. Will Jurisic shoot on Jurisic? No, she won't. Ball's played back from Portis to Primerano. Primerano to Ibarra. McDonald just anywhere will do. Primerano on the chase. I don't know. Portis playing that back to Gray. Again, we see Gray, like she likes to step up. She likes to challenge. She's a very aggressive center back, Gray. Not afraid to take players on. Ibarra and Chavez tried to come together to put pressure on, but the blue team's able to break it. Ball played wide for Hanisic. That was White who tried to find her with that pass. Primerano with the throw. Goes the safe route to find Gray. Gray will just go across the back. Horsley will just tap it back for Uchaz, who's got to play it on her feet. Does that to Medalliar. Ball given away there by Horsley. We see Craig there. Craig forced an own goal in the first game with the cross. When we saw her playing on the wing, she looks to be playing a more central position in this game. Again, with the way these games go, the players rotate not just in and out, but they'll switch positions, and it can fool the commentator sometimes as well when you see players on the game sheets and they're listed as fullbacks and they're playing forward and such. But that's modern football. Modern football is that you have to play multiple positions. You can't be a one-dimensional player. Coaches don't want that anymore. They want players who can, in one formation, play fullback, and in another formation, plays out and out forwards, and another formation, play in the middle. Specialization is on its way out in this game, at least right now. I mean, we'll see. Game comes in waves, and innovation comes and goes in soccer. But right now, versatility in players is one of the most important things that coaches talk about. And there's Craig in a battle with Horsley, and she wins a corner. Craig taking your time, getting back. You can see the flag bending a bit with some gusts of wind. But it's not really that windy here today. I mean, the flag is bending, but the cross is put in. Bialik looking to turn. Runs into Primerano. Ball cut out there by Inglis. Paddock will have a look. Can she get Virginia? She does, but Virginia can't find the footing on the ball. That allows Medaliar a chance to clear. Now does the Orange on the break. Jurisic going forward. She's got numbers. She spreads that wide. Finding Filipchuk. Filipchuk storms in, gets by Hanisic, but she can't get her cross into Ibarra. Hopeful ball played out for Virginia. But this will be Primerano with the throw. Primerano brings that back to Inglis. Inglis gets to the center line and then decides to move back to Gray. That was a smart decision. Now Gray will get that to Elias. Into Medaliar. Medaliar to Jurisic. Jurisic to Medaliar. That gets out wide to Primerano. Primerano looking for Filipchuk. And that's broken up by White, who now cuts to the middle and tries a long diagonal ball looking for Craig. That's very, very hopeful. Gray's there to cut that off. Gray plays that back to Jurisic. Finds Elias, who fills in the space in the center back after Gray had to go out. Portis trying to jockey Peterson. Ball comes out to White, who tried to get out to Hanisic, and it didn't come off. Primerano with the throw. Nothing yet in terms of goals. Daliar. Primerano cuts inside, finds Ellie. Finds Jurisic. Jurisic got Ibarra, opened up for her a little bit. Looks like the ball got caught under her feet a little bit as well. We've had that happen a couple times today. Wasn't able to really lay into the shot. Jurisic collects. Good moment of threat there from the Orange side. There's McDonald. Playing that ball up smartly. Peterson turns the ball. That's cut off by Elias. Elias now with the throw to Ibarra. That's broken up. Medaliar. Playing that all the way back to the keeper, Uchas. Uchas to Medaliar. Back wide for Elias. Elias looks to Gray. Building patiently is this Orange side, looking to keep possession. Jurisic gets it back to Inglis. Been able to go side to side, connect passes. Now can they get this forward? They look to get Portis, and it hits her in the heel and comes off for the throw. This blue side looks content to let the Orange side have the ball in their own half. They can move it side to side as much as they want. They'll let them have that. Has to throw to Peterson. Medaliar. Inglis. Medaliar. Primerano. Rolls that into the path of Filipchuk. White streaking over. Taking no prisoners there with that challenge, White. White was coming over full bore. The ball comes off of Filipchuk for a goal kick. Brave defending there. Jurisic now with the ball at her feet. Knocks that wide out to Hanisic. It's outside the penalty area. Angles the ball for White. They can't get out of jail. Portis now finds Udaliar. Looking for Jurisic. Oh, and the ball's lost there. Jurisic pokes that forward. Looking for Ibarra. Now Portis will begin again. Gets that wide to Elias on the far side. Kennedy Gray. She steps forward. She steps up. She's going to keep running. From the center back position, she comes to the top of the box. We saw her do this yesterday where she went for a barnstorming run and smacked the ball off the base of the post. Now here comes the throw for Primerano. Primerano for Ibarra. It's Primerano who goes the safe route, gets it back to Inglis, and Inglis will spin this around for Gray. Gray's going to go for another run. She's feeling more brave. Jurisic rolls that towards Ibarra, but two blue midfielders are able to cut that off. Ball's played forward towards Maya Craig. Gray tracking back. Gray does get in the way, but Craig will win a throw. Win a corner. Just like Bendall will go to take this one. As the sun peeks through again. You'll see how long it lasts this time. Oh, ball dropped by Uchaz. She's able to pick that up, and that's the last play of the half. Scoreless half. Definitely the team 3, the orange side, with more of the possession, but maybe you'd expect that knowing that this blue team is playing their second game in a row. They're being cagey, being compact, allowing the orange side, this team 3, to have a lot of the ball, and as long as it's in their own half. Not going to press so hard when you're trying to conserve energy, playing your second game in a row. 0-0 as we move into and get ready for the second half. This will be an awfully quick switch over. We've talked about this before. The keepers will change. The schedule for the second half. Addison Chen will be in goal for the blue side. You see her warming up with Jurisic on the sidelines. And Grace Hill, her first action of the day, will be in for Team Orange. So Grace Hill getting her chance to finally get in. We're here at halftime, game 2 of the day, game 2 of the program of a 9-game day here at the FTF Canada Showcase. We are here in Mill Woods in South Edmonton. Here at the Mill Woods Park, you probably see a lot of different facilities in the background. Baseball diamonds, there's a cricket pitch. More soccer pitches as well. But this turf facility has been put in. It's used by a lot of different groups in the city. And this is where we're going to have, on this turf field, another full day of games. We just really started. Game 2 of 9. If you're in Edmonton, come down to Mill Woods. If you want to come down and see some action today, we'll be here all day. We'll be here till about 5 o'clock Mountain Time. Has these almost 1 hour long mini games. Showcase some of these great talents from the region. Now, these aren't players who play together normally, and that's the thing that's been really interesting, is to watch how some of these teams that are basically, in a way, all-star teams, get chemistry. So you can see sometimes that there are players, you can see that they don't quite have that understanding of each other. They don't play and practice together every day like you would for your club teams. But some of these teams have been able to develop chemistry in very short time. And you'll see that especially on the boys' side. There's one team, the Team 2, that we saw yesterday. It was quite the juggernaut. Looking forward to see them play today again. But right now, it's the action in front of us. As Panchuk gets the ball to start this half on the wing to Bendall. Bendall hammers that past Eliash, but it's not going to fool Kennedy Gray. Gray was the first misstep of the game with the pass that's picked off by Bendall, but she recovers. Chipping that ball out to the middle. And that's Spurrell, who's looked to move forward. Now you see Spurrell, if you would remember from the first game, played a lot of center back, and now she's in a more advanced position. Mudaliar, does she have the ball down the wing? Yes, she does. Does she have Maddie Chavez? Chavez's first touch, though, takes her away from the goal. But Chavez now, she sprints by, and she's still got a chance. Chen, just gets a finger to it. I think that the height there, she almost misjudged that. Almost misjudged it. She did get a finger to it, able to slow it down, then able to corral it. Inglis plays that ball back to Primerano. Now Inglis circles. Primerano looking for Filipchuk. Filipchuk plays that to the middle to Ibarra. Is she going to be first too? Chen gets there. Brave goaltending from Addison Chen. Bendall. To McDonald. Portis intercepts in a battle with Bialik. That finds Filipchuk. And now Portis. Wait for Udaliar. To Portis again. To Jurisic. Now with the change of keepers, there's only one Jurisic on the pitch. But there's still two Grays on the pitch. One for each team. Udaliar gets that wide. And that goes up to Filipchuk now. Filipchuk. That ball's hammered in. That was Inglis. Tried her luck coming up from the back. Inglis now moving into a more of a central center back position. She had been playing on the outside. Again, I spoke about this earlier. You're going to hear me talk about it a little bit like a broken record because we are talking about prospects, about players looking to move up in the world. Coaches want versatility. They want to be able to see that you can do different things on the pitch. They want to see you play different positions. That's what modern managers want to see. Ibarra. Chip set out to Filipchuk. Jurisic. Bialik breaks that up. Back to McDonald, who looks out wide to Bendall. Bendall takes that into position. Eliash plays that out. Craig. But Portis rides a couple challenges, tries to get that in, but White is there. White, Bialik urged to turn. They tell her that she has time, and she's trying to play that through, but Jurisic blocks that first pass. So she goes back and finds McDonald. And McDonald decides that Panchuk's not the right option. Too many orange shirts. Plays it back to Chen to relieve the pressure. Chen will get that out to White. White plays that wide, looking for Hanisic. Doesn't come off, so now Primerano looking to retrieve for a throw-in. Ball comes in. Thump down the field. Mudaliar, surrounded by blue shirts, moves that back to Gray. Gray. Oh, a nice little fake there. That was Filipchuk. Jurisic finds her way through. She frees Portis. Portis is going to have a shot, and Portis scores. Well opened up. Pass by Jurisic finds Portis, and Portis finishes, and it's 1-0. The defense just opened up there, And Portis was able to just run down the middle of that tunnel that had opened up. And Jurisic found that path with the pass. And Portis' reward, she gets to go off for a drink of water. She gets subbed off. It's 1-0. And now can this blue team, playing their second game in a row, find the energy? Paddock plays it back to White. White out on the wing to Dennis. Hanisic to White. Spurrell. Hanisic. Now in the middle of McDonald. McDonald goes to Panchuk. Eliash out there quickly to try to shut down Panchuk. Panchuk cuts to the middle. Leaves that pass short, and Jurisic is on top of that. Jurisic tries to fight Narciso, who's moved into the middle. Bendall. Challenged by Filipchuk. And the ball goes out. And our keeper, Grace Hill, whose name we have not called very much, other than introducing her at the start of the half, gets to go retrieve a ball. In fact, I had to look at my notes to remember that Grace Hill was indeed in net because she has not been in the commentary very much, which speaks to the scoring chances that Blue's been able to create in the second half. The ball's played out wide. It's Primerano who loses out. It's Abigail Dennis who's looking to get it. Horsley meets her. This is ruled to be a goal kick. The player's already fading back as Horsley saves her keeper, Grace Hill, the burden of running 20 yards to go retrieve that ball. But Hill's going to hammer this ball forward. No, she won't hammer it forward. She'll play it short to Horsley. That might not have been the best option because that ball's been given away. Paddock. Bendall tries to turn. Filipchuk, though, is there to cut that off. And now she frees up Elias, who tries to get up the wing, but it's cut off there by Panchuk. Elias will throw quickly, trying to catch the defense, and finds Maddie Chavez, who gets behind McDonald. The quick throw might have caught the blue team out, but Ellen White is over to shut that down. White is quick. Probably, I think, from the eye test at least, maybe the quickest player on that blue side. Ella White. Chavez, though, is definitely no slouch either with their speed in the front and on the wing. And right now, she moves to a more central slot. But she has played on the wing as well. See Chen playing that ball in. Bialik. The run, looking to free that up, looking to get it to Dean. Dean, though, can't get by Inglis. Inglis. Hanisic. Now going to throw that in. White. Looking for a pass for Spurrell. Spurrell. Oh, Dean able to get by the attacker, get by the defender, and the defender falls down. But Dean has pushed that ball, given herself some work to do by pushing it so far back. And now it's Filipchuk emerging from the back line, finding Narciso. Jurisic sprays that wide. Primerano to Medalliar. Primerano with the run. I think White will just shepherd this into touch, making sure that it's a goal kick. 1-0 to the orange side. A goal by Portis, assisted by Jurisic. Is the difference in this one. Spurrell to McDonald. Panchuk gets that forward for Bendall. Chavez. Narciso denied the first time, but she gets that back to Medalliar so they can keep possession. Inglis knocks that in. Jurisic watches that and lets that Medalliar take. Medalliar's going to try her luck from distance. And her 30-yard shot is caught by Addison Chen. Chen. Bang the ball forward. Filipchuk gets the first touch, though. Bialik, though, gathers. Gets it back to White. To Paddock. Hanisic. Can't get around the first time, so she plays it back. Inglis. To Horsley. To Horsley again. Horsley and Inglis playing a little bit 1-2-1-2, but now it was intercepted. Now it's back to Kennedy Gray, or now she's going to let her keeper play that, and back to Gray. Gray goes across to Filipchuk. Filipchuk released by Mudaliar, but she's got to chase a bit. She's there, though, but her pass is cut out by Panchuk. Panchuk, though, loses out to Jurisic. Jurisic tries to get that wide. He was trying to find Primerano on the outside, but a good foot by Hanisic stops that. And now it's Dean on the outside, battling with Inglis. Dean held onto the ball, but she was forced backwards, so a bit of a win still from the orange side, even though if Dean was able to hold onto the ball, they were able to push her back. Ball played to the middle to Chavez. Chavez rolling that wide for Elias, and that's not going to check up on the turf. Patrick goes long. Gray first two. It's big center back on orange side. Oh, ball grazes Bendall's head and then allows it to slow up for us. Try to play that through for Craig. Bendall, though, that's a hit and hope ball that the keeper will collect. It's Grace Hill. Got all the time in the world to collect that. And really, that's been the amount of work that Grace Hill's had to do in this half, is just collect a few long balls and hit a couple of goal kicks. Jurisic heads that out to Narciso. Plays that out to Primerano. Can Primerano get there? No, she can't. If we were playing on a grass pitch, I think some of these passes would be coming off. Just that much, a little bit slower, picks up the spin of the ball a little bit that much better. It's White to Paddock. That's out to Panchuk. Ball's lost. Narciso plays that out wide. Elias on the chase. McDonald there with her. Neither are going to get there. 1-0 the orange side. Goal from Portis in the second half. The difference is teams are making changes. Jurisic is coming off, and so is Chavez. Again, teams are going to make regular changes through the day, getting players on and off the pitch, switching positions and such. That's the nature of these showcase games. Portis is there. Hounding Bialik. Filipchuk steps around Bendel. Bendel tries to get back. Bendel does enough to force the pass, and Panchuk intercepts. Panchuk's going to get this return pass, and now let's see what she does. She's got Gray chasing. Gray coming out of the center back position to take that away, and she blocks. Cross attempt by Panchuk. Throw an opportunity here. Patrick's going to throw. Is she going to throw deep? She throws into Craig at the top of the penalty area. There's a battle coming in there. Spurrell tried to jump in. Patrick will try again. This time she goes shorter to Bendall. Bendall flicks that out so Spurrell can get that into the area. Horsley, though, is the first one there and just hammers that out. Again, anywhere will do when you're defender. You got a goal lead. Just be better safe than sorry. Bendall plays that back. Panchuk wraps her foot around it. It goes high. Eliash gets through. McDonald. Biag plays that long. Sorry, as Panchuk played that long. And now it's Bendall going to retrieve. Headed out by Horsley. Filipchuk hammers that high. Looking for a Barra, but McDonald coming up from the center back spot. Gets there first. Spurrell. Ball grazes the top of her head. Barra. Dahliar tries to spring Elias. That's an optimistic ball that Chen gets there first. Chen played that quick. Bendall had a battle with Filipchuk. Ball falls to Portis. And now Elias again has to run again with McDonald. McDonald slides. Ball stays in. Elias has it. Kind of cross can she get in? Spurrell gets her foot to it. It pops up in the air. Narciso. Portis the goal scorer. She's going to have another shot. It's going to be blocked by White. Ball comes out. Bialik gets it out to Bendall, who now looks for Craig on the outside. Gray's confidently shepherding that and wins the ball. Gray, though, gives it away but gets it right back. And now Gray steps it up for Ibarra. Ibarra can turn. Ibarra riding the challenge of McDonald. There's Primerano playing inside, who had the ball. Inglis. Oh, that's good contact from White that time, and that's a free kick. That looks to be a free kick. That was a bit of a forearm shiver there from White. You can see Inglis's head rock back. Just at the edge of the box, too. We've seen White challenge a couple times coming out aggressively, but that time definitely got the arm up to the head of Inglis. That's like what Mudaliar to take. Just outside the penalty area. Lofts it in. White's the first one to it. Inglis, though, collects. See what sort of secondary pressure this orange side can put on. Danger not away yet. Primerano plays it in. Medalliar. This will be a corner, so deflected, I think, again off White. Primerano to take. See what kind of pressure. Spurrell gets first two. Horsley plays it into the top of the box. But Bialik is there to get it. Now we'll see what kind of work Blue can do with breaking it out, but they have to retrieve the ball first, and they can't do it. Dean was on the chase. Didn't come off for her. Again, this is the second half of the second game for this Blue side in a row. So this is their fourth straight half of playing. Just getting to those balls just gets that much tougher when the legs are burning. Dahliar to Gray. Narciso. Now, mind you, this Team 3 is going to have to face that challenge next because they're going to be on their second game in a row when they face Team 2 to close out the girls program here at the FTF Canada Showcase. Ibarra. That's Natalie Gray, number 55. Gets that ball out. Ibarra. Craig gets that outside. Bendel's on the chase. Bendel's going to get there. Bendel's going to keep that ball in. She's going to have another touch here. Filipchuk on the chase. Filipchuk. Bendel with a good shoulder to get that ball in. Ball pops up, but Hill's there to gather and simply punt the ball down the field, relieve the pressure. Back to Portis. Bialik wins out to McDonald, but she loses out to Elias. Throws into the middle to Narciso. Narciso looking for Primerano. Primerano rolled off her toe. And Addison Chen collects. We'll set this down. Gray. Still going forward, Gray. Still going forward. Able to play that ball into Ibarra as Gray's still looking for a return pass. Doesn't get it. Now how do they fill in her position? She's moved a long way up from center back. And they fill it in quite nicely. Inglis back. But Mudaliar went from center mid to fill that spot for Gray. Now Mudaliar up herself, looking for Narciso. Just can't quite make that work on the turf. It just won't slow down. And that's Gray. Gets that ball back to White. And the ball's played back to Virginia. She's going to have a go. Looking to have a go at Horsley. Oh, there's contact there. And this is going to be the chance maybe that Blue's been looking for. Virginia with the run. Horsley, they had the foot. The foot came in at the top of the box. And this is a chance to go for goal. And the orange side still forming that wall. And that was Craig. Oh, and she just flashes that over. Flashes that over the bar. Best chance of the game for this blue side. Craig got it over the wall but couldn't get it under the bar. And now Hill. Was that the chance that Blue will get in this game, that this Team 1 will get? Will there be another? Portis. Staying on the ball. Getting it, hammering it off of McDonald. I don't think that was comfortable for McDonald. She's hunched over. Play goes on, and now it's stopped. Heard McDonald call out. We hope that she's okay as the play is stopped. Now the ball's played back in. Craig. Gray wins it for that orange side. Played it out to Ibarra. Morano. And that's it. Chen gathers, and that's the last action of the game. A 1-0 victory for this Team 3, who will be right back in action. So now they're going to do the 2 in a row, and we'll see how their legs hang on. Team 2, which we saw in the first game this morning, will be back on the pitch for their final game of the day. So that will be coming up next here at the FTF Canada Showcase here in Edmonton. My name is Steven Sandor. I'll be back with you in a couple of minutes for the next game. And we'll talk to you at the top of the hour. Hope you're enjoying this great day of soccer. Hi there. After this quick break, we're back here. FTF Canada Soccer Showcase. Game 3. Final game of the girls section. Here at Mill Woods Park in South Edmonton. My name is Steven Sandor. We're here to see Team 3, who were in orange and now switched to blue, taking on Team 2, who remain in orange. We remember them from the morning. 1-1 draw. Team 3 just won their last game. They look for a Barra there. And this is Jurisic. Just getting used to the new numbers for this Team 3 because the Pennies don't have the same numbers. Some of them do switch over. Ibarra. Goes by Mudaliar. Narciso on the outside. She plays that back. And that's Horsley. Back looking for Jurisic. And that's Aja Turner who's on the chase. Islet there. Chasing on the ball. And that's Ibach. Look to win it, but a foul's given. So it's a free kick. And now we're going to see how this team now in blue, who was in orange in the last game, deal with playing 2 in a row. Madi Chavez cuts in, has a shot. And then Addison Chen remains in the game, but she's in net now for Team 2, this orange side. And Sierra Lux is in goal for Team 3 in blue. So they've switched over. Referee doesn't like something. He's blowing the whistle. I think that's Ibarra who's limping off. It looks like Ibarra is favoring her leg there. She's not running off comfortably. Primorano comes in. And Layla Filipchuk's going to go up from the wing to play striker. Again. Ball played out. Hurley can't get there. Primorano with the throw in. She looks for Mudaliar. Not going to get there. That's Thomas. Kiera Thomas there. Arandio. Playing that out wide. It's Turner. She's going to try to push that, and she can't get there. Primorano's going to have a throw. Just started the third game here. FTF Canada showcase of games here in Edmonton. Narciso plays that into Mudaliar. She's going to spread that wide. It looks like Inglis. That was Filipchuk. It's Kennedy Gray who's going to throw that in. And she finds Ibach. Loses out there. Portis just scored in the previous game. Plays that back to Mudaliar. She gets that wide to Inglis. Filipchuk trying to turn the defender. She can't do. That was Jones. Did a great job of fullback there. Carly Jones. Rolls that back to Addison Chen. Chen's going to go long. Looking to find Hurley. She gets ahead to it. But it settles down. Mudaliar to Narciso. Portis turns. Doesn't quite come off. Arandio has room. What's Arandio going to do with this kind of room? We've seen her footwork, but this is Kennedy Gray. Steps up. Does well. Gets it into Madi Chavez. Chavez sprays that wide. Looking for Narciso. Is Narciso going to get there? Yes, she will get there. Now she puts that out to the top to Medaliar. She's going to have a shot. Oh, and that bounce sort of skipped past Chen. But luckily for her, that shot went wide. She dove for it, and it looked like that bounce on the turf really fooled her. But it looked like it got a piece of her because the referee has awarded a corner. They're saying, the referee's saying that, yes, ball did bounce up off Chen. So Philip Chuck's going to have a corner here for Team 3. Just started. 0-0. First half. Ball poured in by Philip Chuck. Gets into the mixer. That's Jones. Just anywhere will do. Just get that out of trouble. Let them have the throw in, but take the territorial. Take the territory. Get 25 yards of space for yourself. Inglis now on throwing that in. She finds Chavez in the middle. And this is Gray. Oh, ball bounces off of Turner, and now Turner's going to go the other way. Turner, Horsley in pursuit, Gray in pursuit. Turner tries to slow it down, tries to stop the ball. She gets it back. Finds Damberger. Damberger into the middle. Arandio turns it well for Thomas. Arandio's got the ball at her feet now. Arandio being bothered just enough. Philip Chuck does just enough to change the play. Jones coming up for the fullback spot. Still trying to keep it alive. Philip Chuck wins that away, and blue team, Team 3, survive, but Dahliar's clearance is picked off and sent back. But now the goal kick for Lux. Ball out wide. This is Inglis now. Philip Chuck hits it with power back to her keeper, and that's the Lux gets that touch just in time. It's being chased down by Turner. Inglis. Philip Chuck. Gonna look long for Chavez. Doesn't come up, but it bounces right back to her. This time, looks for an easy route for Medaliar. Ball in the middle. Played out towards Hurley. Gray pushes that into Monty Chavez. Chavez rolls that into the path of Jurisic. Jurisic goes wide to Narciso. Narciso, ball bounces off Damberger for another corner. And looks like Primerano to take. Coach is yelling out instructions from the other side of the pitch. It's Primerano to take. Second corner of the game for the blue side. But it's Turner. She's on her own now. She finally has a runner far on the other side, helping her. Hurley, though she's just turned away from her. She can't see her. Eyes it. Now with the ball at her feet. She tries to find Turner. It's going to come back to her. But now she loses out, and just Jurisic. Horsley. Inglis tries a long diagonal. Ross, though, Haley Ross is equal to it. She gets it ahead to Hurley. Hurley gets the return ball. Arandio spins. Oh, trying to play Hurley through, but Kennedy Gray sniffed that out. Narciso taking on Ross. Narciso turns once, turns twice, gets it to the middle. Medaliar takes over. But the ball's lost to Arandio. Arandio looks like looking to make an impression here in her last appearance today. Final game for both teams. Plays it long to Turner. Hurley Plays it in. It's short. Lux will be there. Gray let that bounce pass for the keeper to gather. Good communication between center back and keeper. Ball's lofted into a spot. It's lost there by Portis. Hurley tried to play that into Turner. Gray cleans up the mess. Now to Portis. Portis tries to slide that by Damberger, looking for Narciso. That's a perfectly weighted ball. Now it's quickly back towards Chavez. Back heel by Arandio, setting Hurley off. Horsley comes over. Mudaliar now. Playing it a little bit. This game is opening up. Lost space there on the pitch now. It seems that all the players are able to find little pockets. Near the ball for Ibach. Ibach finds Turner. I talked about lots of space. Turner's in. She's going to have a shot. Lux just gets enough to it to push it wide. But wow, this game has really opened up in the last 2 minutes. It's end to end. There is lots of space. The game has become very spread out. But Lux did just enough to get enough of that ball to push that away from goal. But it is a corner kick. Ibach swings, and it goes into touch. Ball played up and through. Doesn't find Portis. Jurisic will play this out wide. Narciso. And now it's Mudaliar looking for Primerano. She finds Primerano. Primerano plays that in for Maddie Chavez. Chavez trying to find Portis. Portis, she's got options on the outside. She's got Narciso. She finds her. Narciso. Primerano now has time to push that in. Mudaliar has time to shoot, but she decides to try to step around. Now she'll go for the shot. Oh, and that just bounces off. Oh, it bounces off some bodies, and Chavez pokes it over. Havoc in the box, but the ball does not go into the back of the net. Dahliar's initial shot was blocked. The rebound just bounced off that turf. Was there invitingly to be knocked in, and Chavez got a foot to it, swung with it, and hit it over. Best chance of the game for either side, but it remains 0-0. Jones with the throw-in. Ball's through. Chavez having a run, but Chen comes off the line, gathers. Ball's going to get played out wide to Horsley there. Ball poked out. Ibach loses out to Jurisic. Jurisic tries to free the attack through for Filipchuk, but Filipchuk can't get there. Chen. It's time to slow it down. It's team 3, even though it's second game in a row. They're the ones creating the chances. Hurley throws the ball up. Astley's running onto it. She's going to get there before the keeper. Yes, she does. Now what's going to happen? And the defender just poked that away. Astley just onto the game. She's got fresh legs here. You can see that. Hurley turns, looking for Astley again. Oh, and just past the outstretched leg. Lux will gather. Astley beat Lux to that ball. The defenders were able to get back, cut that off. Now you probably have to put that down as the best chance for this team in orange. And Heidi Fontaine. Oh, that's been the spectacular cartwheel throw. Okay, Heidi Fontaine, you showed us something. Thomas to Eibach. If I ever tried a cartwheel throw, the next step would be the ambulance. That would be to pick me up. Hurley to the middle of the area. Arandio. Can Fontaine get on top of this? She can. Fontaine's attempt, I'm not sure if that was a pass or a shot, but it goes well into touch, and Lux can go retrieve that going out by the baseball diamond. It's next door. And kick given. I think they're saying that ball hit. The referee's saying that ball may have caught Jurisic in the hand. The free kick coming in. This is Jones who's going to hammer that in. Thomas with the first touch. Oh, and that's just hooked over Astley again. That sits on top of the net. That shows you how close it was to dropping under the bar. Astley, though, was able to be first to that ball after it bounded in the box after the free kick. She's come closest for this orange side. Couple of chances. But she's really brought some energy since she's come into the game. Fontaine, the author of that audacious cartwheel throw-in, will look forward to another one. Arandio plays that in. Can't find a teammate. Jurisic now. Portis on the break. Elias going on the run. Oh, that ball's played back, but it's Chavez is going to get there first. There's no one in goal except for the defenders making a wall to try to keep the blue shot out, and that came from Elias, and she couldn't get it through. Chen got caught, tried to come out of the net. The thing is, when you come out of the net, if you don't get the ball, it's a terrible feeling for the keeper because all of a sudden you are far, far away from home. But it comes off. A couple of good steps there. That was Nora Horsley with a couple of good steps coming up from the center back position. She was so far up that it fooled me. But Jurisic. Oh, just bumped off there, but the foul was given. And Jurisic fell to the turf pretty heavily there on the challenge from Turner. Foul given. Jurisic slow to get up. And she's grabbing her side. It looks like Ibarra, who limped off earlier. Jurisic will go take a rest. Ibarra limped off earlier, will come back in the game. Okay, Astley with the ball. Astley's brought a real positive vibe to this game since she's come in. Orange side's really picked up their play since she's arrived. And there's a shot from her. Hits a leg, goes wide. You're wondering if this team now wearing blue, because they played just before this, if their energy is starting to wane. The team wearing orange had an hour off between games. The blue team did not. You just wonder if that little edge is there. Final game. Third game of the day in the FTF Canada Soccer Showcase. After this, we'll have the boys' action begin. 6 games. But we have a lot to settle still. Oh, and the ball flips up there for Hurley. And it stays in with the backspin. Now it's out. Like I said, we have lots of action here from Edmonton. A lot of soccer still to be played. And a lot to be decided in this game. 0-0. Horsley. Kennedy Gray, our fellow center back, way out on the side there to try to retrieve that play. Retrieve that ball. Portis. Mudaliar. Mudaliar has to deal with pressure. She gets that to Gray. Gray, Primerano. Looks like they're trying to get Gray forward here, this blue side, moving her outside to a fullback slot. Inglis is tucked in with Horsley to play center on the center side. And you just wonder if this is a chance to get Gray forward. We saw what she did from the center back position yesterday. That she's able to even just dash forward. She had one situation where she picked up a ball, went for a run, and put it off the post. This corner flies in. Elias again, another chance. Oh, it's spilled by Chen. Ibach just anywhere will do. Horsley seals that. Allows the pressure to continue. Mudaliar loses out. That was Turner who tried to break out. But Inglis back in. No. Arandio. This orange side slowly gaining territory. Did that come off Mudaliar's hands? The referee says no. And this has opened this right up. The ball comes in for Chavez. And it's cut out by Haley Ross. Primerano on the chase. She'll be there for a throw. And throw comes into Chavez. Ibarra just knocks that out. Astley gets there. Turner now turns. Turner and Inglis in a foot race. We see now that Gray is returned back to that center back position. Just an experiment earlier in the last couple minutes to get her forward. See, Horsley's going to come out of the game now. Narciso comes in. Primerano's going to move to the back line. These modifications the coaches have to do. Only one sub coming in at a time. Jurisic doesn't look like she's ready to come back into the game. We saw her go down earlier on it after a challenge from Turner. Holding her side. She remains on the bench. Here's the throw, looking for Chavez. Chavez leaves it short. Fontaine cuts it off. Hurley goes forward. Gray is there. Not allowing her through to Mudaliar. Mudaliar tries to get the ball behind the back line. I think Narciso couldn't quite make that happen. Narciso settles the ball, tries to get it to Ibarra. Ibach not having any of it. Arandio playing that long, looking for Turner. Sorry. throw comes in. This finds Chavez. Chavez in a battle with Danberger. Chavez gets by. That's that speed of Maddie Chavez. She's able to get that in. Ibarra's going to have a shot. That's that dangerous speed of Maddie Chavez. She's able to get by the defender, able to create that play, and then leaves the ball there for Ibarra. But Chen is there, safe hands. Game remains without a goal. Turner plays it up the wing there. Astley gives chase. She's going to get there. Can she get it across? No, she can't. I was about to say, is it a corner? Is it a goal kick? But it's academic. As we've reached halftime, these teams will switch halves. They'll switch goalies, and they'll be right back out there. We'll have to see if Jurisic is well enough to continue in this game. She didn't come on as a sub after being knocked down. We did see Ibarra return after limping off. Don't seem to have the kind of injury concerns on the orange side. We will have changes in goal, and we'll get through to them. Final game, Carly Uchaz will go in for the blue side. Grace Hill, we saw in the last game, will go in for the orange side. We wait for the teams to come out. It's part of a long day of showcase games. Started at 8 a.m. Edmonton time, going till 5 here at Millwoods Park, South Edmonton. FTF Canada, this is day 2 of the showcase games. But the women's competition will close out with this half of soccer. 2 teams drawn at 0 right now. We'll see if that breakthrough comes through. Not seeing as many goals today as that flew in yesterday. Maybe that speaks to these teams being a little more familiar with each other now. The players getting more familiar with each other and able to sort of organize a little better. Usually when you're not familiar with each other, there's more goals because it actually hurts the defenses more than it hurts the offenses. But once you figure things out, get your organization settled, that's when things get shored up defensively. But we'll switch sides, switch keepers. See Hill going into the goal for the orange side. Uchaz now in net for the blue side. And Jurisic is out for the blue side, so she's going to be okay. She's playing. She's on the pitch. So any question I had earlier about her availability has been answered. We'll see how she does. Daliar looking for Narciso. She's bumped off the ball there by Fontaine. And this looks like a corner. This looks like a throw-in for Fontaine. Are we going to see what we saw last time? She did the cartwheel throw last time. She going to give us another one, or was that a one at a time thing? Oh, she's not going to give us another one. Maybe later. That was Filipchuk who was bowled over. Welcome to the second half. But right from the center line, she's going to have a free kick. Punch that in towards the top of the penalty area, a little bit short of it. Turner tries to turn her around. There's Gray. Oh, Turner wins out there. Gray mishit that ball, but Gray's back and covers that off.
That's played in. Turner. There's a shot from Arandio, and that goes wide. Arandio with the attempt. Leaving Uchas that long run towards the parking lot. Pick up the ball and settle it down for a goal kick. Where will she knock this? Go short or long? She's going to go short. Primerano. Back to the keeper. Back to Primerano. And now Primerano looks longer to get it out to Ibarra. Ibarra's able to turn. Spreads it out on the wing looking for Narciso. But I think Ross is going to get there first. She plays it back to Hill, the keeper. Hill plays it out, and that's Filipchuk. Loses out there to Arandio. Arandio with a nice little soul roll and turn. Looking for Turner with the diagonal. Gray will be there. Playing it back. Uchas. There's Primerano. Up to Inglis. Inglis tries to go deep with that pass. It's blocked out by Ross. In toward Turner. Astley. Now it's, Carly Jones. Turner getting that wide to Astley. Is there a goal to come? Jones hits that off the back of Astley's head. Sorry, it's Turner who hit that off the back of Astley's head. And now it's Chavez on the break. Chavez. Danberger giving chase. Chavez slowing down as she tries to find an angle toward goal. Chavez is turning. She finds Ibarra at the top of the area. Defender falls down, giving Ibarra a chance to shoot, but she puts it wide. Oh. Goal kick goes out. It's Jones that recovers. Danberger couldn't get there. This will be a throw. Ball goes out. Off the foot of Turner. And this will be Gray with the throw. And Gray throws it to the top of the area. Doesn't come off now. Turner. And now Gray is not in position after taking that throw. So now this is an advantage for the orange side. Astley plays it in first time. Turner's going to have a chance. She takes it past the keeper, but takes it a little bit too far. But here's a shot here for Arandio. She's going to have an ability to shoot, I think. She does chip it up, and she does score. Orange on the counterattack, and it pays off. Team 2 takes a 1-0 lead. Arandio. Looks like the chance might have gone away when Turner ran past goal, but she's able to get it back in. Arandio with a little footwork to finally set and shoot, but that's all set up. Gray taking the throw in. We always say that the center back should take the throw in, but in that case it did. And they got caught. The stalwart defender who's been so solid for this blue team ended up getting caught. And without her in the back, the orange side was able to take. We see Gray's now actually on the fullback side. But so she got caught in the back. And that numerical advantage paid off for the orange side. Little thing like a throw-in ends up. You think that you can't get hurt, but you can. A throw-in in the attacking third ends up going wrong. And it ends up in the back of the net. Going the other way. But it's a solid finish from Arandio, who's really looked good. Now Turner going forward. Can they add to the lead? Ibarra coming forward.
Jurisic. And that's cut off by Arandio, the goal scorer. Oh, she's feeling it now. You can see that the confidence is coming. She rolls it through, stops the play, passes it out, looking for Astley. Astley, wide open. Well, maybe the reason the winger is so wide open is she's offside. So that's a break. A break for the blue side. Down 1-0. Got caught short at the back, and we're punished. After a good counter, Turner able to find Arandio, and Arandio, after dancing so she could set the shot, found the corner of the goal, beating Carly Uchas. And this is great. Medaliar back out to Gray. Gray will look. This is Turner again. Daliar playing into Jurisic. Abera. This is Jurisic. Arciso. Oh, ball. Dangerous ball played by Philip Chuck. Turner almost got there. He gets bailed out. Here comes Gray. Now playing into the fullback slot. Sliding it over to Elias. Elias, can she keep it in? No, she can. I don't think that was kept in. Oh, they let the play go on. And Carly Jones heading forward. She's got two runners with her. Over Astley's shoulder. Philip Chuck gets there. Inglis. Philip Chuck knocks it back to the keeper, Uchas. This blue side find the equalizer. 1-0 to the orange side. Team 2 leading 1-0. See changes being made. Ross, a center back, going out. You see Nora Hurley coming in. I think that's Horsley also coming in, the center back for the orange side. Philip Chuck, Maddie Chavez going out. Elias coming to a more central spot from coming out from the wing. Gets it to Narciso. Jurisic to Gray. Touch lets her down. Oh, there's the cartwheel throw. Thank you, Fontaine. Giving it to us again, showing the power she can get in that throw when she does the cartwheel. And does it set up a chance? Well, maybe we get to see that again. Can only hope. Heidi Fontaine with that spectacular throw, but now it's back into play. Hurley loses out. Portis, though, can't control it. Now it's Horsley getting it to Mudaliar. The ball played out. Gray's got it. Nope, it's going to be a throw in. Gray finds Mudaliar. Arandio wins it away. Plays Astley long. Astley in a foot race with Horsley. Astley gets by Horsley. Astley pokes it. Uchas is there down smartly to make the save. Astley shows that speed again. Got by Horsley. Wasn't able to beat the keeper, so it remains 1-0 for Morano. Jurisic goes back to Inglis. Astley's challenging here. She's pressing the defenders, asking questions of them, making sure that they can get those passes across the back. Gray now with diagonal ball, looking for Ibarra. And that's knocked back by the defender, Coleman. Coleman's going to have it again. Narciso challenges. Narciso wins that challenge. Coleman's going to... Oh, it's going to be Hill's going to get there, the keeper. Hill hurls it long for Jones. To Hurley. Hurley in the back again. Ibach. Hurley. Looking long for Izet. Izet's not going to get there. Uchas plays it out. Daliar. Gray. Narciso. Narciso goes for a run. Fontaine gets the foot in. A free kick is given. Can this side, this team 3, figure a way to get that goal to get the equalizer? Can they tie this up? They can't tie it up when the ball's on the foot of Arandio, though. Long ball in for Izet. And that's just Uchas just finds somewhere to go. Orange side up, 1-0. Goal by Arandio. Oh, see some fence climbing skills. The ball has gone way out of play. Out towards the men's diamond. Behind. There's Astley playing it back. She gets it back. Goes to Izet. Ball's won away by Gray. Finding Ibarra. Ibarra slides the ball through, looking for Jurisic. That's smart. Just enough is done there by Ibach. Holding midfielder. Just gets that touch. But it does set up a set piece for this blue side. Can they find an equalizer here? Big bodies going forward. In the second half, Orange side leads 1-0. Goal by Arandio. Bedolier to take. Hill gets a hand to it, but can't handle. Narciso in a battle with Thomas. Throw in to the blue side. They can keep the pressure on. Narciso with the throw to Jurisic. Jurisic loses out. But the ball isn't cleared out. Gray's got it back. Pressure continues. Jurisic has a shot. And she scores. Outstanding shot from just out from about 22 yards out. You can tell by from the football lines. So I can say confidently 22 yards out from Jurisic. And she finds the top corner. And the Orange side had a couple of chances to relieve the pressure there, but couldn't. A couple times they won the ball to get the ball out, to break themselves out of jail after the set piece. Both times it was cut off by the blue team. And they were able to make that pressure pay off. We are tied at 1. And Portis on the ball. Battling. What a battle this is. And she gets knocked over, bowled over there by Katie Coleman. But Katie Coleman is called for the called for the foul. But Tamara Jurisic with the equalizer. Great shot. Hit off the bounce. Tied at 1. And now Narciso's in. On Fontaine, one-on-one. Narciso cuts across the top. Ball's finally cut out. That was Kennedy Gray getting that out of trouble. Sorry, not Kennedy Gray. It was Ella Damberger who got that out of trouble. I apologize. Ibarra gets that ball back. Now it's Inglis. Jurisic gets that ball wide to Primerano. Primerano looking to punch that into the middle. She does. Ibarra wins that first ball. Thomas, though, doesn't allow any more damage to be caused. She gets it out, but Elias cuts off. Now Blue is the one that's comfortable on the ball. Horsley spreads that wide to Gray. You're tied at 1. And the momentum now has very definitely changed in this game. Changes coming. Both teams making changes. The throw comes in. Ball played in by Ibarra. She's looking for attack partner there. That was Marky Portis. She scored earlier today. Ibarra. Daliar looking in the middle for Portis. Damberger gets that out. Narciso. Daliar. Aradio scored earlier. But now it's Chavez. Shepherding the ball. Help comes. It's Aradio who wins that. It's called, it says, official rules, the ball went out. Throw incoming. This looks like Philip Chuck with the throw. Looking to lead Chavez. Oh, that looks like Chavez was held on to there. Damberger got away with a hold. Dangerous move there. The ball that was in the penalty area, but it looked like Damberger grabbed a bit of Chavez's arm to make sure she wasn't going to get away. Hurley back to Damberger. The throw was already given. Philip Chuck, Chavez. Philip Chuck throws that low. Jurisic. Ibarra. She wins that header. Knocks Ross backwards. Chavez. Feels now like the orange team is the one holding on. Arandios with wild swing and a miss on that. She gets the ball back. And now Turner against the grain. Can they make it happen? Aradio tried to free Hurley with a pass. It doesn't come off. Jurisic, the goal scorer for the blue side. Rides a couple of challenges. Able to play that ball for Narciso. This is going to be a chance. Narciso pushes it. It's 2-1. Jurisic scores the first one and then sets up the second. Narciso with a clinical finish there. Beating Hill. 2-1, but Jurisic rode several challenges there. And remember, Jurisic was hurt in the first half and spent some time on the bench. after getting knocked down in a challenge. And she has risen off that bench and has had a great influence on this second half, scoring a fantastic goal and setting up the second. Narciso with the finish, and it's 2-1. And I have to say, this orange side looks like it's reeling right now. Jurisic with the ball through. Chavez. She's going to win that race. Damberger comes out. Hill catches. But this second half has been filled with incident. And we'll see if there's anything more to happen. Hilchuk with the throw. This game has turned on its ear in the last 5 minutes. From 1-0 down, this blue side is now 2-1 up. Uchas. And now it's Turner who's knocked off the ball. Udaliar. To Portis. Jurisic, another through ball. We'll see. Damberger can catch. Chavez pursuing. Damberger shepherds her away from goal. Was going to let Chavez get the ball as long as he wasn't able to turn towards goal. Chavez, though, pushes it back. Inglis, lots of time. Places the ball in deep. Ball falls. Mudaliar. Can Ibarra get there first? Can Ibarra turn? Pressure's paying off. No foul there. It was Horsley came together with a couple of the players in blue. Daliar. Sorry, it's Coleman. Coleman gets that out. Gray is now moving forward. Gray gets Narciso, who's got the goal. That's the difference in this game. And she's created a corner kick. Haley Ross can only knock that into touch. And the pressure continues. And it was a secondary phase off a corner that got Blue their first goal. Jurisic's strike. Looks like Mudali are going to take again. The last set of changes has been made here. Elias fires it, and it goes in. She floats that in off the short corner. It goes in over Hill's head. And it's 3-1. A great finish from Elias. A curled shot. Mudaliar just laid off a short corner for her, and she says, I'm going to have a go. And I think she was having a go all the way. That wasn't a misplaced cross. That was a shot. And my, oh my, has it just been a cavalcade of goals in the last few minutes from this blue side. After being held for all of the first half and a lot of the second half, the barn doors have opened. And the goals are flying in. This orange side is just reeling right now. Can they right the ship? Can they get something back after being in control of this game for so long? Filipchuk throws that ball through towards Chavez. Chavez on the run ahead of Ross. Keeper Hill comes off the line and gathers. And that's it. There is no comeback for this orange side. There is no coming back from this swamp of blue team goals. And we finish the girls section here at the FTF Canada Showcase. 3-1. Goals from Jurisic, Narciso, and Elias late in the second half. Turn a 1-0 deficit into a 3-1 victory. And that's a nice way for this group to finish at the FTF Canada Showcase here in Edmonton. My name is Steven Sandor. I will be back in just a couple of minutes at the top of the hour as we start the boys section. 6 games to come at the FTF Canada Showcase. Hope you're enjoying this day of soccer action. I will talk to you soon.